Welcome, friends! My name is Ren, and you don't know me quite just yet. I'm a multimedia artist, writer, craft hoarder, and D&D enthusiast. It's my first upload of hopefully many, and I wanted to first go over the type of content I want to make. First, I'm not sticking to a super strict schedule, but I hope to make at least 2 videos every month. As for content, I want to make all types of art videos, collaborative games, swaps, challenges, draw with me, storyboarded story times, and anything else I'm really into and love nerding out over. One project in particular I'm really passionate about making and hope to share is my graphic novel trilogy that's currently in the works. Now that we've got the channel stuff out of the way, I want to share some things about myself so you can get to know me a little better. First off, my name is Ren Williams. I am currently 19, and I hope to one day work for myself full-time as a graphic novelist. I've been writing since I was very young and participated in different community projects growing up, such as writing competitions, poetry slams, and other stuff similar to that. I first discovered my love for graphic design while writing on Wattpad. Yes, that Wattpad. For anyone who may not know, one of the main features of Wattpad was that all authors could upload custom digital covers of their books. When I was 12, this was my favorite part of the writing process, and as it turns out, in spite of a few really bad learning curves, I was really good at it. I started designing covers for other writers on the site as I got better at what I was doing, even if it was just a hobby. Until I turned 14, I had never really had any solid relationships or friendships, so writing and graphic design was an escape for me. I loved blending different texts together and slapping images on top of each other. When I was picking my freshman year classes, I was psyched to learn that my school had an entire graphic design department dedicated to learning how to use Adobe software. So I checked every box and told my future guidance counselor I had to be in that class, no matter what it took. Over the course of high school, I grew close with my mentor and teacher, Mr. B. I even got to be a TA for him in my senior year. He encouraged me to follow what I loved doing along with my mom and my art teacher, Mrs. J. During those 4 years, I got the chance to participate in yearly competitions and galleries, many of which I actually won, either first place or second place overall, depending on the category. Getting to accomplish things like that gives me something to look back on whenever I feel insecure about my work, which is all the time. In my sophomore year of high school, I decided I had to learn some traditional drawing skills if I wanted to be up to snuff not only in my class, but in my job field as well. So I made a point to study and practice as much as I could, drawing for 5 hours a day, about almost every day for the entire school year until I was caught up to the skill level of the other kids in my class who were a lot more talented and skilled than me when I first started out. I still wasn't the best in the room, but I was leagues better than when I started. Now that I think about it, the idea that I overdo and push too hard on literally everything shows why I need to learn to relax and use this channel to burn off some steam. I recently graduated high school class of 2022, and I hope to get my bachelor's degree in graphic design to support me financially while I pursue my graphic novels and other creative projects, like YouTube. Because my degree will be an accelerated program, meaning it's going to be very quick, very stressful, and I won't really have holiday breaks like other people in college, I want to have something fun to fall back on and stretch my artistic muscles. It's only thanks to some of my favorite creators that I've now gained the confidence to make videos again. A secret between you and me? I previously had a booktube channel where I reviewed, showed off hauls, and did young adult book-related challenges. And I was 15. It was a little cringe looking back on it, but honestly, for a freshman in high school, the editing wasn't half bad. I was actually really proud of the videos I made at the time. It's actually how I learned I really enjoyed editing, even if it was tedious. To be honest, sustaining relationships has never been easy for me. But I'm lucky enough to have a steady group of friends who care about me and whom I love deeply. And I hope getting into YouTube will push me out of my comfort zone and encourage me to make some more friends who love art as much as I do. Okay. Time for a lightning round listing things I love. 1, For one, this trumps everything, and I know it's very obvious based on my username, but crows. Like, I can't even stress to you all things Corbett. Bring on the birds. I cannot stress how intensely passionate I am about crows. Like, I could make an entire, 20-minute video about, how cool crows are as birds. I am very into forest core and all types of mushrooms and exotic plants and different organisms and animals. I'm even really into vulture culture. For those of you who don't know, vulture culture is basically amateur taxidermy using either preserved specimens or bones to display and make art pieces. I just want to live my Witch of the Woods dream. When I say I'm into, the eerie side of nature, my entire, advanced placement portfolio, theme was poisonous plants and their effect on the human body in the form of junk journals. I bit off more than I can chew and I wasn't able to finish it, but, I made some really, really cool digital pieces that I'm really proud of, and I think that kind of just sums up how I am as a person when it comes to art. I just really like the macabre. Another thing I love, cartoons and animated shows. My favorites are being Puppy Cat, Lazy in Space, holds up to the original. Fight me, it's fantastic, and I love it to pieces. The Owl House, Hilda, Gravity Falls, She-Ra and the Princess of Power, Steven Universe, and Kipo and the Wonder Beasts. I haven't watched Over the Garden Wall yet, but I've heard it's good. Video games, I am a Nintendo bitch through and through. I live and breathe Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. I also recently picked up Cozy Grove, Littlewood, and Cult of the Lamb. 10 out of 10 would highly recommend all of them. They are all fantastic games that I'm really into, especially Cult of the Lamb. I actually want to make 2 different art challenge videos on that game alone. And another one, Dungeons and Dragons. While I don't get to play it much right now, D&D was the catalyst that enabled me to make the closest friends I've ever had. I both love hosting and playing sessions, and my favorite thing to do is draw concept art for characters and homebrew items and weapons. I actually want to release a homebrew deck of items one day. I have a lot of projects that I want to release one day. Learning languages. I aspire to be a polyglot one day, and while the passion comes in waves, I hope to get better at Italian since I grew up around my immigrant family members who spoke mainly a combination of broken English and Italian. I also want to learn German because I potentially want to live there one day. I think if I had to describe myself, I'd use a phrase my best friend Mia used to describe me. A bull with butterfly wings. I don't know how it fits, but it does, so take that as you will. One of the first videos I have planned after this upload will be a storyboarded quote log. I started a quote log project where, from my freshman to senior year of high school, I would write down every funny or bizarre thing I heard. There's a lot of funny and, honestly, extremely weird quotes from over the years, and I'm excited to get some friends to record audio for it. And so the end of my script is in sight. Without it, I'd probably go on a million tangents. Let's be honest, I probably did go on a few unplanned tangents while recording this, and many of them probably ended up in post. But for now, what I can say is that I'm excited to make some new videos, tell some stories, and connect with people. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe as it would help me out a lot, and comment telling me some of your favorite things. Stay hydrated, stay safe, and be yourself. Ciao.